This may not be a masterpiece, but today's county inspired one of Britain's most famous romantic painters. His works have been immortalised in pigment for the last 200 years, and back in 1817 he painted this very scene. Find out where I am as we escape to the country. In today's show, we help a couple escape the fast lanes of Enfield for a slice of the good life.
The vegetable patch, way!
Hey.
We'll be checking out some beautiful character homes.
That's really pretty, it's beautiful.
But will the interiors even matter?
Oh, there's my farm and the cows.
And could today's mystery house blow everything else out of the water? Today I'm in Constable County, Essex. He spent his formative years here painting wonderful scenes like this, and Dedham Church features heavily in his work. He used to meet secretly with the love of his life here. Oh, how romantic. When you think Essex, you don't really think rural escape, but you'd be amazed just how much rustic charm this county has to offer. Situated to the northeast of London, Essex is in fact mostly rural, with a whopping 70% of its 1,500 square miles devoted to farmland. Historic market towns, picturesque villages and endless pastoral views make up the majority of the landscape. And to the east, the 350-mile coastline is as much given over to nature as it is to classic seaside resorts. Although Saxon in origin, Essex was the first region the Romans made home following the conquest of AD 43, so there's plenty to keep history buffs busy. But if you're expecting the Colosseum, you might be disappointed. What you will find are more traditional farmhouses and thatched cottages. 14,200 properties are listed here, accounting for nearly 3% of England's total. So, what do you get for your money? Probably not a windmill, but £295,000 will get you that detached property. That's 18% above national average. And the further away from London that you travel, the cheaper it becomes. Agents say that for every minute of commute time, £1,000 comes off the price. Well, here's what's available for princes and paupers across the county. If you won the lottery and have a cool 1.9 million going spare, then this 1920s house near Epping could be yours. It's been sympathetically restored and extended to include 5 tranquil bedrooms and 3 opulent reception rooms. But with 5 acres outside, you might need to hire a gardener. For the slightly more modest sum of £795,000, how about this Grade 2 listed 6-bedroomed Georgian manor near Braintree? Recently renovated to its former glory, the 3 reception rooms are positively overflowing with period details. And the bespoke country kitchen is the ideal place to cook up a storm. If downsizing is on the cards, then check out this 3-bedroom 16th century thatched cottage in Debenham, just over the border in Suffolk. For the price tag of £395,000, you'll get 400 years worth of original features to enjoy. The love of beams will be a must. Just watch your head on that ceiling. Well, most people think of Essex. They think of the large southern towns, or maybe enjoying an ice cream at Southend-on-Sea. But today's property buyers are pushing northwards past the Kiss Me Quick booths in order to find their dream country property. Let's meet them, shall we? Malcolm, a court clerk, and Anne, a teaching assistant, have lived in their 4-bedroom semi in Enfield for the last 14 years. Now their children have flown the nest, they share it with their cat Molly. But Welsh country girl Anne is keen to escape their busy main road for a rural lifestyle.
Well, I want to move to the country because as a child that's where I was brought up and where I spent all my youth, and I just long to get back.
The area we're particularly looking at is sort of the North Essex, South Suffolk area, with quite a few very pretty villages around there, a lot of open countryside. Plus it's manageable to get to my workplace. My firm relocated me a couple of years ago. I've been doing a sort of a 90-mile round trip to and from work each day.
So easy access to Malcolm's work in Whittam will be key to the location. But what does their dream home look like?
Having sort of open countryside, quiet roads, looking across fields, that sort of thing would be something we really like to go for. That would be superb.
I'm looking for like a country cottagey type place with lots of characters, say maybe with beams, because I love beams, I like the idea, but they've got to be high enough so that he doesn't bump his head.
Well over 6 foot high.
I'd like a bigger garden, more space for relaxing in, as your main hobby.
More for me to dig, I suppose. That's what you're looking at.
More for you to grow more vegetables.
So the outside space will be just as important as the interiors for these two.
I love gardening, growing vegetables in particular. As you can see, I've got a good batch of Brussels sprouts coming up here, so come Christmas time they'll be ready to put on the table. But I'd much rather have a much larger area so I can grow even more stuff. You know, I'd like to grow cauliflowers and cabbages and all those sorts of things as well, and I just don't have enough space here.
Well, cake decorating is my main hobby. It's what I really love to do, and I spend a lot of my time doing this. But as you can see, my kitchen is somewhat cramped. I haven't got enough room for any of this stuff. And if I could have a larger kitchen where I could work, you know, with, it'd be just magic to have a lot more space.
And with plans to branch into a cake baking business, that bigger kitchen will be a must. But what other criteria do they have in mind?
This is my son's xylophone. He's a music student up in London at the moment. We have this, we have a drum kit, we have a glockenspiel, we have a set of vibes, all similar sizes. We've got to find somewhere for them.
And it's not just instruments that need to be housed.
We have 3 children, so enough space to put them up if they want to come for Christmas or any other occasions. I think the essential things would be the 4 bedrooms, the largest kitchen, so you can do all your bits and pieces, 2 bathrooms,
detached,
and enough space to put up the family.
Before they can home in on a new country pad, Anne and Malcolm need to put their current house on the market. So we've invited a local agent to give them a valuation.
This property is a spacious 4-bedroom semi-detached family house in a popular residential road, close to Enfield town, and excellent links into the city. I value it at £400,000.
We've been here 14 years, we paid £120,000 at that time. So to go up to that figure, it's fairly reasonable, I think. Can't complain about that.
Fair enough.
It's a sizable sum, but will they want to spend all of it on their new home?
I think to move out to the country, our budget will be somewhere in the region of £390,000.
Essentially, Malcolm and Anne are after the same thing. They want a detached 4-bedroom cottage so that all their friends and family can come and stay with them. They want a bigger garden with a vegetable patch and a place to find solace. Let's not forget the country kitchen for cake-crazy Anne. And they want all of this away from the main road so that their cat Molly can roam around unhindered in the countryside. And as Malcolm doesn't want to be situated any further than a 45-minute drive from his work in Whittam, we'll be starting the search in the countryside around Braintree in North Essex. In today's show we'll be viewing 3 stunning period homes, but as always I won't be revealing the price tags until the end of each tour. The final property is the Mystery House, which always has the potential to shake things up. Hey Malcolm, Anne, welcome to Essex.
Thank you very much, nice to meet you.
And you too. In your case I should say Bore da croeso.
Bore da.
You're from a rural background, is that right?
Yes, I used to live in South Wales at the seaside, in the countryside. It's beautiful there.
So this is almost like coming home for you?
Yes, definitely.
But not for you, city boy?
No, born and bred in London, I'm afraid, so it'll be a real change for me, but really looking forward to it.
Your house is on the market. You've had to lower the price, though, is that right?
We originally had it valued at about 400 and it's now sort of 380, so hopefully it won't go an awful lot lower.
Has the budget changed then?
Well, ideally we'd like to be below 380, but if the right house comes along, we might be persuaded to push it a little bit.
We'll both persuade him then.
Yeah.
What's your limit?
Probably 400-ish. We wouldn't want to go much above that.
Should we get on with it?
Yeah, sounds
Come
good.
On. So for a maximum budget of £400,000, Malcolm and Anne have a long wish list. They want a detached property with bags of character, rural views, 4 bedrooms, 2 reception rooms, a big country kitchen where Anne can get creative with cakes, and an equally big garden so Malcolm can upscale his veggie plot. No pressure then.